I had invited a friend of mine to go with me, and she ended up canceling, so I went by myself. When I walked in the doors of the church, I was very overwhelmed. There were hundreds of women gathered together in the room when you first walk in, and I felt very nervous. I didn't know but a handful of people there at church at that time.
I remember pulling up in the car. I got a text message from two friends who were coming. They were on their way, and they canceled on me, both of them, at the last second. And I remember sitting in the car, I saw the long food truck line out there with all the women. It was just very overwhelming. And I was texting my mom, like, I'm not going to go in, I'm not going to go in. And that the feeling, that heartbeat, where your heart's beating really fast and the Holy Spirit's talking to you, like, do it, go inside, go inside. So I walked inside and I looked around, and it was so overwhelming. There was so many women everywhere. Everyone looked beautiful, and I knew no one.
So I immediately walked over to get a drink, and it was one of those champagne flutes with the round bottom. And so I grabbed a drink, and I'm just standing there by myself looking around, and I decided to take a sip, and the bottom of the cup fell off and hit the ground.
And I remember turning around, and this girl was there, and she had dropped the bottom of her cup. And so I thought, oh no, she's gonna set that down, and she's gonna spill her drink. So I picked it up, tapped her on the shoulder, and said, hey, you dropped your cup.
So I put it on my cup, and I was very embarrassed, but I thanked her. We didn't really say anything else. And then maybe 5 seconds later or so, the bottom of the cup falls off again. And by that time, I was extremely mortified. She picks it up again and hands it to me, and she says,
hey, I'm Felicia, what's your name? And she said, Natalie. And I told her, I was like, I don't know anybody here. Do you want to kind of hang out with me tonight, and maybe we can go make some beads over here or do something? And she's like, yeah, sure. She's like, I don't know anybody either, which really made me feel a lot better, because I thought, oh, I'm not the only person that doesn't know anybody here. We did the activity together. We took pictures in the photo booth together. And then we sat together in the sanctuary and, listened to a powerful message.
We ended up staying together that night at Sisterhood. She told me about her freedom class that she had just joined, and she encouraged me to join as well, which I did. We became really good friends after that.
We finished Freedom Group and were baptized together, along with our friend Trina, who invited us. It has changed both of our lives, and we are in, we have our weekly text message group now that we're in, and we are closer than ever.
I love Felicia, and I'm so happy that I met her that night at Sisterhood. We went to the beautiful women's conference together in May, and we just strengthened our bond. It's just been incredible.
It has been incredible. I'm so thankful for her. I don't know what I would do without you guys, especially on those hard days. If we didn't meet at Freedom Group, and at Sisterhood, I don't know what we would have done.
I'd like to think we would have crossed paths somewhere if I'm handling, but I'm so grateful we did.
So if you are here alone, don't be afraid, because obviously you see what can happen. You can develop into a beautiful friendship like Natalie and I have.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to compliment someone or reach out and turn around and meet your neighbor, because other people could be going through the same exact thing.
Yeah. Just say hi. Just say hi to somebody.
Absolutely. Because
you don't know what can bloom from it.